Plesiosaurs. Plesiosaurs were marine reptiles that were plentiful from late Triassic to the late Cretaceous periods, 210 to 66 million years ago. They were better suited to a marine lifestyle than Nothosaur or Placodonts. Their limbs were fully developed paddles, which propelled their short bodies quickly through the water. Many plesiosaurs had a long, bendy neck. They had small head with strong jaws and sharp teeth. These marine reptiles had a diet that included fish, squid and probably pterosaurs, flying reptiles, which flew above the water in search of food. The first Plesiosaurus fossil was discovered at Lyme Regis on the south coast of England by Mary Anning in the early 19th century. The fossil, which is in the Natural History Museum, London, is 2.3 meters long. Plesiosaurus was not a fast swimmer. It used its flipper-like limbs to move through the water, but it had a weak tail that could not propel it forward very powerfully. Plesiosaurus is the longest plesiosaur, lived late in the Cretaceous period, about 80 million years ago. It grew up to 14 meters long and weighed up to 3 tons. Did you know? A huge Plesiosaurus grew 10 to 12 meters long and was one of the biggest sea animals of its time. One group of plesiosaurs were known as Plesiosaurus. They had much shorter necks and much larger heads, with huge jaws and enormous teeth. Research suggests that plesiosaurs may have caught their prey with quick, darting head movements. A long-necked Plesiosaurus was one of the last of the plesiosaurs that lived in a shallow sea that covered much of North America about 80 million years ago. Mosasaurs. Another group of large sea reptiles was the mosasaurs. They appeared from about 140 million years ago at the time when ichthyosaurs were becoming less common. Mosasaurs were diapsid reptiles, a group that included dinosaurs and pterosaurs. Most other large sea reptiles belonged to another group, the euryapsids. Unlike other giant prehistoric sea reptiles, mosasaurs have living relatives. These include monitor lizards, such as the Komodo dragon. The best-known mosasaur is Mosasaurus, which could grow up to 16 meters long and 20 tons in weight. The huge jaws of Mosasaurus were lined with cone-shaped teeth, each of which had different cutting and crushing edges. They were the most advanced teeth of any marine reptile. So distinctive are Mosasaurus teeth that paleontologists have identified its tooth marks on the fossils of other animals, in particular the giant turtle Allopleuron. The jaws of a Mosasaurus were discovered in a limestone mine in Maastricht, in the Netherlands, in the 1770s. The fossil disappeared in 1795, when the French invaded Maastricht, but later turned up in Paris. At first, scientists thought the jaws belonged either to a prehistoric whale or a crocodile, until they decided they were a giant lizards. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell, so you will never miss our latest videos. Stay with us forever, World of Science.